Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. Just a little worship this morning. So good. All right, I'm jumping on second, making sure we're on Facebook and where I can see any comments. So good morning. Give StreamYard permission to see your name and then comment and tell me if you're done with your coffee or if you're still drinking your coffee. I'm actually still drinking mine, obviously. I didn't get to drink much of it this morning. Got a little busy, but it was a good busy. Good morning, good morning. All right. At this time. All right, guys. We the Kingdom is one of my favorite bands right now. So good. Obviously, I love Bethel music. There's a couple little playlists that, because we have all of this smart technology that picks up what we're listening to and what our habits are and things of that sort. So it gives me some good playlist options. And so it works. It works. So I'm gonna get this thingy out of the way over here. Good morning. So tell me real quick, how was yesterday? So just a quick recap. On Wednesday, we started discussing mindsets and the mindset that is keeping us bound to this disastrous response, constantly life blitzing us. And we discussed the mindsets of how we think that we are too busy. We think that that might have been yesterday, but we have these mindsets that keep us bound and trapped, that we're guilty, that we shouldn't be allowed as moms to have a moment to ourselves, that if we're not constantly doing something for other people, or that the other people in our world, that the others in our life, that they need us more, and we just stay bound to that. So give me a number one if you were with me on day one, or with me in the replay and you caught day one. Just drop a number one in the comments. Let me know. Then day two. So also with mindset, we and on day one we talked about the mindset of what time freedom is and why we need it. So you guys, we are here because you're in empowered motherhood. Do you know that? Do you know that you are in empowered motherhood? Empowered motherhood is a group with a purpose to help you live your empowered motherhood and become the fully empowered mom that you are, full of and free from all of the emotions. So full of all the good emotions, free from all of the yucky emotions that are keeping you all bound up, right? And so we want to get to Happy Town. If you have not yet, make sure you click on the link and get your 3 Happy Mom hacks. I created this little print off for you. You can print it off, or you can have it on your phone and scroll through. It's a PDF, so you should be able to save it on your phone. It'll be in your emails. You can open it. But there's 3 Happy Mom hacks just for you. Go get them. Don't skip out on the free stuff. Go get them. So again, hashtag Live Squad. Let me know what you're drinking this morning. If you're still drinking coffee, or if you have moved on to your afternoon drinks. But let me know what you're drinking. And then drop a number one if you're with me on day one. Okay. Day two, yesterday, we talked about the lies that are keeping you bound, that Satan is just blitzing you. He is using life to blitz you with a whole bunch of lies. And we talked about 3 of them. We talked about how it's the lie of the too busy. You are not too busy. We talked about the lie of multitasking. Guys, oh my gosh. So many of you commented that you multitask, all of that. There were 2 or 3 I think at this point there are 3 comments that say that they are not a number 1. But all of you commented and said that you multitask. Multitasking is a lie. And then I just forgot it. I just lost it. Somebody remind me of the second lie. Well, I flipped to my notes. Multitasking was lie number 1. Time management, that was line number 2. And then line number 3 was that you're too busy. You can't manage time. You can only manage tasks. So drop a number 2 if you were with me on day 2, either live or in the replay. And then let's get diving in. So you had homework each day. Day 1's homework was visualization. So say I did it if you did day 1. I did it. I can see. Comment. I can see if you did your visualization. Day 2's homework, just so I don't mistakenly tell you anything, because I've been planning a whole bunch of really awesome stuff for you. Day 2's homework, I got there, was to zoom out and group your tasks, into family tasks, empowered tasks, stewardship tasks, and if you had work tasks or any other tasks, but you want to group them into large groups. So that was the first step of day 2, and then you were to start assigning them, right? You were going to assign them to specific time measurements. Those are your time blocks. So that was day 2. Day 3, are you ready for it? Day 3 is about your linemen. So in football, who here is a football fan? Drop the name of your favorite team if you're a football fan. Drop the name of your favorite team. Give it a minute. Okay, so in football, a blitz is when the defense rushes and tries to break through and close in on the quarterback super quick to make him make a quick play, make a quick throw, and not what he wanted, not what he intended to do. All right, that's what a blitz is. That is how come we have this time freedom blitz, because life is blitzing us. And we have been responding to it. And I learned a football term called a Hail Mary. I learned that from sweet Melissa, where the quarterback just throws it in the air and hopes that something happens. And that's what we've been doing. And that is not how you are intended to live. And it has caused a whole lot of overwhelm. It has caused a lot of stress. It has caused issues. It has caused a loss. I mean, and the reality is it's caused a loss because you are not living the life that you were called and purposed and created to live. So let's put up some really good linemen that can hold off that blitz and can protect us so that we can make the plays that we want to make and create the days that we're happy living in. Are you ready? If you're ready, say I'm ready. All right, if you're ready, say I'm ready. So listen up. You know, if you're here and you're saying you're ready, you know that living in that overwhelm, that's just not what it is. So let's check out 5. We're going to do 5. We're going to do your basic 5 linemen, okay? We're going to do your basic 5 linemen. I was talking to my husband, and I'm like, well, okay, so if there's 9 players, and in my head I was thinking there's quarterback, there's a guy who like throws the ball to the quarterback, you've got a wide receiver, and you've got the running. What's the running position? I just lost it. What's he called? He runs. Okay, you guys drop it in the comments. I just lost it. But anyway, so I was talking to him, I'm like, so that takes up 4. So there's, like 5, right? There's 5 linemen left and everything. And he was like, yeah, he's like, but there are some plays that there's a lot more linemen. There are other plays where there's a lot less linemen. And so there's a lot more detail that we can get into with all the football analogies in terms of it. And you're going to get to have the opportunity to do that a little later on. If you saw the announcement last night, or yesterday evening at 4 on the Q&A from day 2, then you saw that you have the opportunity to get a personalized monthly makeover where you can make over and create and personalize your entire playbook and get it ready and really change your life. Because when you change your days, you change your life. So that's what we're doing. It's so exciting. So we're getting into the different personalized and the different specialty plays like that. But for your basic plays, you have 5 linemen. Rushing? No, that's different. That's it. Maybe that's the defensive place. Anyways, we'll figure it out. But our 5 linemen. So are you guys ready? If you're ready, then say, and if you're ready for your top 5 linemen, your basic 5, then give me the number 5, or give me like the high 5 emoji. All right. So number 1 lineman is water. Water. It's simple. You guys, emotional freedom, time freedom, taking back control over your days and living the life that you want to live is simple. It is so simple. It's not always easy, but it is simple. And let me tell you, I can drink coffee all day long and nothing else. I love it. I love coffee in that manner. And I don't drink near as much of it anymore as I used to, but I had to make myself drink water. I still have to make a choice to drink water. My husband is the opposite. He like downs water constantly. He doesn't even think about it. I'm like, how many bottles of water did you drink today? He's like, oh, like a lot. You know, and I'll start counting it up. My word, that's a bunch of water. And one of my sons is the same as my husband, and one is the same as me, and could care less. And so I have to make an intentional choice to drink water. And so let me know in the comments, do you have to make the intentional choice to drink water, or do you just love it and drink it all the time without even thinking about it? So your happy hacks. So just in case you didn't know, your linemen, those are your happy hacks. We are Empowered Motherhood Happy Hacks and Mindset Tools. And these linemen, they are some of your happy mom hacks, okay? So drinking water is important. It is a happy mom hack. And here's a little hint. When we use these happy hacks with consistency, we are building habits. We're all afraid of the word habit, especially mamas, because we're like, oh, I don't have time to build a new habit. But if you use your happy hacks intentionally and consistently, then you are building a habit, so you can do it. So just so you know, that's a little something for you. That's what you're doing. That's why we're here. That's what we're working on. So accept it and let's go on. Let's do it. Okay. So water isn't just about working out and drinking it when you're at the lake with your family, or you are, you're like I said, working out or doing something outside. You're exhausting yourself and sweating a lot. Water is not just for that. Hydration is key to how well or not so well your body actually works. All right, this is everything from the physical functioning of your body, your movement, the way everything. Because I'm not a doctor and I'm not claiming to be, but I do know that hydration is key to every piece of your body working in the manner that it is supposed to work in. This also includes, and we don't think about this. Okay, question. Do you ever wake up in the morning and you're sore? Like you were sleeping, you weren't doing anything, but you're waking up and you're sore and you're like stretching and getting all the kinks out, and and it's just like, oh, you're tired even after you've slept. Do you ever feel sluggish during the day? Do you ever feel like, would this toddler just give me some of her energy because I could really use it? Would my infant please stop crawling around and screaming all the time because I just can't handle holding him 24/7 right now? Like, are those things that you feel? Give me a yes in the comments. So tell me yes. Yeah, that's me. If you feel that way. All right. That is in part due to how hydrated or dehydrated you are. Okay, not every form of dehydration is to the extreme where you have to go get an IV in the emergency room. All right, so here's a little pro tip, a little happy hack of how I have been able to set up a solid lineman of hydration in my days. All right, are you ready? Number one, I like always have a cup. I always have something around and accessible, and I have it prepared. So one of the things that I do, and I've shared with you guys over in the Happy Mom Hacks units, I shared with you my happy apps that I love, and one of them is Fabulous, and it has been amazing, and just reminding me to drink my morning water. And so you drink your water, and you wait 10 minutes before you drink anything else, whether even if it's infused water. If you guys are infusing your water, you drink just clean water. Let your body have, you need 16 to 20 ounces. Let your body have that time, and it starts waking your body up. Yes, Kayla, you are about to pop too. So you have a lot going on and using up a lot more of that. Your morning water, there is one of your ways, one of your happy hacks to set this alignment up. You guys, there's this really awesome drink. It's a red drink that I got a hold of. I probably started drinking it on its own 4-ish years ago. And then roughly two to 3 years ago, I learned about a red drink where you can mix it all up with some other really awesome nourishing and ingredients, and it is amazingly hydrating, and it takes care of your body. It really replenishes you and gives you good nourishment from the inside out, and gives you good energy just from the inside out. It's been fabulous. We have absolutely loved it. My children drink it with me. My husband drink it. It's fabulous. All right, ready? So give me a number 2 if you're ready for your second lineman. See if you can, I wonder if anybody can guess. I love guessing games. That must be where my son gets it from. He's always like, Mom, what's my favorite part of school? He's like, Mom, what's this? Well, I don't know, babe. What is it? No, you have to guess. Well, I have no earthly clue. I wouldn't even know where. I'm like grasping for things out of the air on some of the things he wants me to guess. Like school, I know him pretty well. He likes recess. He likes math. Yes, Kayla, this is totally an easy button. I'm so excited. Okay, you ready? Are you ready? Your lineman, your second basic lineman, your quick plays. Your second basic lineman is your quick plays. Let that soak in. Give you a minute to just jot that down. Quick plays. So quick plays are amazing because they allow you to take, like, let's think of something that's overwhelming you. Kayla, comment something that is pretty overwhelming to you. Let me know. Show up live, y'all, and you get to participate. I'll give it a minute. I know there's a tiny bit of a lag. So give it a, comment something that is easily overwhelming to you. That's pretty consistent. It could be like a bunch of toys scattered in the living room, a sink full of dishes, like 3 loads of laundry that you got washed and dried, but you haven't touched to start folding. Like, what's your overwhelm point? Okay, sometimes connection. So I'll let y'all know while we're waiting to hear from Kayla. I'll let you know what my overwhelm point is. My overwhelm point is the floor covered in toys. That's an overwhelm point for me. Actually, if you want to know a little secret, all of those things that I just mentioned are overwhelm points for me. Laundry. All right, then we're going to go with laundry. So here's mine, and I actually do this all the time. I think there's another video, you guys. It's chock full. Go to the units, go to the Happy Mom Hacks, and there's another video about this too and how to do this. You guys, you set up your quick plays. You set up your timers. So Kayla, let's say you're like me and there's floor covered in toys with your husband's. Yeah, I don't handle that well. I can for a moment, for a time period, like while they're playing in something, but then there's always a point where I'm like, it's time, let's go. And that's what I'm about to teach you. So it's really simple. You guys, this isn't, I didn't create this on my own. I feel like it's just the wisdom of the Lord that he gives us, right? Because I don't, looking back, I'm like, did anybody actually teach me this? Or was like, thank you, Jesus, right? Okay, so I'm going to share it with you though. Set yourself a timer, 25 to 30 minutes, set a timer. 25 to 35, you can go 40 minutes if it's something big. So example, I had like 3 loads of laundry one day that, no, I'll say one day, that one day maybe happens often. That had like 3 loads of laundry that I got washed, dried, and put in the basket and, or thrown on my bed or whichever one it was, because I didn't get to the folding part of it because I was working on the other things, but I had to have clean clothes for my family because they can't run out of underwear, right? So I had like all this laundry piled up and I was like, I have to get this done. So you set a timer and you go do it. You put your kids, and so for me, my children are little. If you've got littles, just comment littles, and you can even comment and tell me how old they are. And if you have any questions about some ideas for things for them to do, then we can brainstorm on that a little bit. And also it'll be good to come back for the Q&A. But my daughter is 2 and my son is almost a year old. And so there was a point in time where I could just put him in a swing and he would be fine for a couple of hours. That time has passed. And so here's the thing, guys. I know it's going to break some of your mommy hearts. It's going to break it. And I'm so sorry if your heart is broken, but it's the truth and you need to know it. It's okay for your kids to cry. It's okay. It's okay. Put the baby in the playpen, give him a toy and a sippy cup, a little snack that he can eat on his own. Put him in his playpen. Turn him on something to watch. If you have Netflix, we like Word Party, VeggieTales, Little Baby Bums. Those are 3 things that keep his attention. They're really great. Use them. Turn it on. Let your other toddler give her something to do that will not create a bigger mess. So we have a playroom, and before we had a playroom, we had like play areas where toys stayed. And put your toddler. I understand that playroom may have toys scattered all over the floor by the time it's done. Or you can give her, like my girl, she loves the color. So with my daughter, I can set her down with a coloring book and some crayons, and she can go to town. My middle son, I could get him race cars. Their rug that they had in their room had like lines on it. And so like, Bubba, this is your race car track. And I just taught him to use that. And so he would get 5 or 6 cars and lay on the floor and play with his race cars. My oldest, it's been forever since he was 2, so I'm even trying to remember what that was like. I actually don't, because when he was 2, I had a newborn. So he had his brother. That's what he had. But there's something that you can do with your child, and you can set them up where you can set the timer, and you go set a timer, and you guys speak to your children. Even my infant, I say, listen, you're going to be okay. You're going to play, and mommy's going to go take care of this, and then we'll come back. So set up, use your quick plays. 25 to 35 minutes, have a timer set, go fold the clothes as fast as you can. Get it done. Get it done. When the timer goes off, you should be about done. And if you aren't, then you need to just start working your hands a little faster, okay? You can do it. You can get clothes folded in that time. Most of the things that cause us overwhelm, they seem a lot bigger than what they actually are. So if it's toys on the floor, set the timer, put the kids in the playpen, the baby, tell your toddler, you say, look, these things. So yesterday during our quick play, her job was colored pencils, and then it was crayons, and then it was her babies. Those were her 3. The rest of us did the other stuff. And so like for one of my, which actually leads me into your alignment number 3 is team up. Team up. Use your children, use your family, and team up. So yesterday evening during our quick play, my toddler again had those smaller chores. One of my son's job was the trash off the floor. The other was the rest of the toys. That was we were just focusing on the living room, not even focusing on the playroom. So team up. Here are some positions that you can assign to your older children. And yes, your toddler is old enough, okay? There are things that your toddler can do that does not require you to be constantly overseeing them. Example, my daughter, she came in and she was crying this morning, and she said, my toe. I said, what happened to your toe? And she said, my bad guy, that's what she calls him. It's the little like superhero person, whatever, action figure. That's what it is. And she said, my bad guy. I said, what happened? Did you step on your bad guy? She said, yes. I said, well, do you know what you can do to make sure that doesn't happen again? And she said, no. So I knew she was listening. I said, do you want mommy to tell you what you can do? She said, yes. I said, you can go put him in his basket. Well, she said, okay. She went and grabbed him and went and put him in the basket. That simple. It's that simple. So here are some positions that you can give to your older children who can team up with you. Wipe down the couch. I know we don't think about that, but y'all, we use our couch every day, and ours is one that we can wipe down. So if yours can't be wiped down, they can spray it. And then if you have a really good non-toxic cleaner, like my cleaner is amazing. It's hard surface and soft surface, so they can spray it down with that. But even on their soft surfaces, I'll go have them spray down the other stuff. So let them be able to vacuum something off or spray it down. So wipe down the couch. They can vacuum and they can sweep. Mama, you're going to have to learn to let go. You're going to have to learn. They might not vacuum and they might not sweep the exact way that you do it, but they can do it. And the more they practice, the better they get. So let go and just know it's okay if you have to come back and grab a spot. That's okay. Or you can say, hey, grab this spot. You missed this. Teach them. All right. They can pick up toys. They can clean off countertops. Yeah, do it for yourselves and pitch in. Exactly, Caleb. They can clean off countertops. They can do that. If you don't have a non-toxic cleaner, like just raise your hand, talk to me. I will hook you up, because you need something that you can trust that your children can work with and use and not be in danger. So get you something good. All right. They can dust things that are within their reach. They can unload the dishwasher. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. And actually, my boys are 5 and actually almost 6 and 7. And for the last year, like, they have fought over who gets to pull out the knives, because we always pull out. When they first started unloading the dishwasher, they were closer like 3 and 4. Yeah, they can do it at 3 and 4. I promise you. And so I would open it up and I would pull out the knives and I would put the knives away. Well, now the sharp ones, that they can hurt themselves with. And now they fight over who gets to grab, if there's a knife in there, who gets to grab it, because like they're excited that they've graduated on, that I can trust them to put that away without hurting themselves or anybody else. So they get excited about the things that they can do. They can unload the dishwasher. They can unload the dryer. They can grab a chair or a stool and haul it over to the washer, and they can reach down. If you have a top load like we do, they can reach down and pull those clothes out, toss it on, and the other one can help them shove it in, and they can put it from washer to dryer. You may be the one to go and start it, and you may, again, my kids, I say, hey, dad's shirts, don't go in the dryer, pull them out. Don't just grab it all and toss it down. Like, pull out 1 or 2 things. Make sure you're looking at it, see what it is. Dad's shirts, don't go in the dryer. These things don't go in the dryer. Set them to the side and I'll take care of it. All right. Those are things that they can do. They can pull weeds. That's a chore that I'm like, it's not really that bad, but I dread it for some reason when it's time to do it. They can do that, and it gets them outside and gets their hands in the dirt, and it's good for them. They can put away clothes after you fold. Hey, guess what? Here's something else you can let go of, Mom. Let go of it. Let go of it. You feel yourself. Just release it. Release it. They can fold towels. Everybody has their own way of folding towels, and some of y'all are super picky about it because it has to fit on the shelf the right way. You know what? Teach them how to do it the right way and let them practice until they get it right. Okay, Kayla said, that's a good point to pay attention to your cleaner. I wouldn't want to get my baby playing in any of those cleaners. My mom always had that stuff. That's right. That's right. I actually have a funny story about cleaners that I'll have to share with you guys at a different time. It has to do with it being in a spray bottle and my child doing this and drinking it. Okay. Aromatherapy. This is your lineman number 4. Lineman number 4 is aromatherapy. Listen up, mama. Your personal aromatherapy method is one of the most vital pieces to your puzzle. It is one of the most vital strategies that you can implement in your playbook in order to overcome that overwhelm, in order to not give in when the blitz is trying to come at you. It is one of the strongest pieces that you can set up because it does not need you in order for it to work. Did you catch that? Your aromatherapy does not need you in order for it to work. You do have to actually do it, but your aromatherapy method, your PAM, it works in your body for you. And it's absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. All right. The sense of smell is linked directly to your limbic system. Your limbic system is what controls your memories and your emotions. Your reasoning cannot jump in and say, oh, no, there's no way that little plant juice is going to work. There's no way. Your reasoning can't jump in and do it. It is linked directly, and it will work. Now, what's really awesome about the way our bodies work is when we use something with intention and we speak that intention, then it helps our body be able to receive it more. But one of my favorites for my PAM sessions, like I used it on my husband and I don't even think he knew. I dropped it in the bottom of his shoes. Just dropped it in the bottom of his shoes. I would diffuse it, anoint his pillow in it, right? So I used it on him. My children, oh, let me tell you, when my oldest was 2.5, that's when I discovered how aromatherapy could really benefit our minds and emotions. Because my 2.5-year-old, he was my oldest, he was learning his emotions. I was learning how to deal with his emotions, and none of us were doing it well. And so when he would be, and you know they have to breathe in order to be able to scream out, I shoved it right up there under his nose. Or, you know, he's a boy, so he didn't have the long hair, so I shove it on the back of his neck, drop it on his head, like swipe, those drive-by swipes. Those happened a lot. I want you. We have some really awesome. I can help you set up your personal aromatherapy method, no matter what your child is. And now my children love it and they ask for it. They know when they're not feeling well and they will ask me. So you can actually, if you have not already, you can jump over to brennastanford.us and you can click to set up your PAM and we can get that going like right now. You don't have to wait. You can start doing that right now. All right, that was number 4. Number 5, give me a high five if you're still here. Let me know you're here and that you're ready for number 5. All right, your anchor number 5 is, oh, just said it. Your lineman number 5 is your anchor. Yes, Kayla, we set up PAMs for children because it does us mommies no good if our kids are still going crazy all the time. I mean, it does a little bit of good. It's like, you know, only half of it. It's only the first half. Yes, PAMs, your aromatherapy lineman is for your children. It's for your entire family, even your fur babies, okay? So yeah, for sure. Okay. Lineman number 5 is anchor. So an anchor is a lineman that you can always count on. He will hold that block for as long as he can and keep the blitz from getting to the QB. He will keep it from getting to the as well. He is your, oh, you get it by my hand. That's all right. He will keep that from you at least 90% of the time. Like he is your clutch. He knows you can count on him. Right? So anchors are vital to blocking the overwhelm of the day. Your anchor is your point in time of the day that is consistent and constant. Like it flows well 90% of the time. You don't really have to think about it. It just happens. So if you're on here live with me, and even as you're watching replay, go ahead and comment, and I'll come back to the comments. What time of day do you think, like just off the top of your head when I said that, you don't really have to think about it. It's just kind of constant. What time of day, what point in your day is that? And while you guys are typing, I'll go ahead and tell you when I first, like when the Lord gave me the word and the verbiage and realized what was happening, was what he showed me that our anchor was breakfast. Our anchor was breakfast. Because of my husband's work hours and my schedules, like we didn't have that, traditional American, everybody sit down, and to a dinner table together and have a meal all spread out on the table and eat together and laugh. And like, we didn't have that because of the way that our lives were functioning, and still are, because of work and extracurricular activities and anything else like that just wasn't part of it. But what we did have was breakfast. Our morning time, our before school. Now, you guys, it took a while to get there. Let me just tell you. Pre-K, when my oldest was in pre-K, it was tough. He did not enjoy waking up and going to school. And I think possibly even a little bit of his kindergarten, but somewhere in the middle of that kindergarten year, and definitely when he went to T1 that year, he loved it. Like he realized that he loved being at school and being around people and friends. And he loved, like, he was okay. He knew, even though he didn't want to wake up, because this is my kid, he can sleep. He's mine. He can sleep, and he likes to sleep. He was okay with waking up because he knew what it meant. And so that became a lot better for us. We also set up some intentional points. And there are so many linemen that you can set up. And I cannot wait to get to help you with that in your monthly makeover. There are so many different things, but we set up some really intentional processes for our morning to help him and help us, because at this time I was working too. And actually, no, I just come home from work when he went to pre-K. But he went to a K3 program and he hated waking up. And so that's when we started setting. I was working, he needed to get to school, and we started setting all that up. So there's so many things. I'm so excited to get to share them with you. Like I'm bursting. But we had that, and like that was really beneficial for us to have that. It was happened. We knew it was coming. We knew that if we didn't get to hang out and have conversation, that night, that we would get to do it in the morning. Like it was just refreshing for us. That was the anchor. And since then, like over the years, I was thinking about it this morning when I was praying for you guys and praying for today and visualizing this. I was thinking about the different anchors that I have during my day. I now have like at least 5 different anchors in my day that I'm so thankful for, because they help me stay constant and they help me know that the in-between moments, like even if they do get a little bit of chaotic and a little bit of overwhelm in them, like I still have this anchor that will be easy. It will be simple. I know that it's going to happen and I don't have to think a lot about it. I can trust it. Kayla said, I can come up with one. I need to be more intentional about you. Yes, you do. And you have, you guys, I love how dynamics play into all of this, and it's so important. This is why we have to personalize it, because Kayla's family is different than my family, and our family is different, and we're different than you, and you have a different family. And I love it because this is why we personalize. This is why we do these things together, and we work together. So I cannot wait for you to get your monthly makeover. Okay, so your challenge. So most of us have Kayla, I'm sure this is where the personalization comes into play too, because I'm sure that you do have you're not really thinking about it. So, because most of us do have at least one or two, but I want to challenge you to work towards identifying those one or two and setting up a couple more. Excuse me. My body's telling me I need more water now, not coffee. So, do this up, and I'm going to give you your homework. And then go. All right, just a minute, guys. Hold on. I feel it. Woo! If y'all ever get hot, like when that happens to you, I get really hot. Or maybe it's because I'm getting hot that I'm getting a thing. All right. Homework. Identify at least one anchor. You probably have it. Most of us do. Number 2, choose 2 other linemen that you are going to implement in your day. And guys, get out your preliminary work that you did, right? This is why I told you to get it done. Do it before. You're going to choose 2 different linemen today and use them. Okay. Challenge accepted. Good job, Kayla. I'm proud of you. So you are going to do this, and then you're going to meet me back here at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we are going to have our live Q&A. I will drop the link like I did yesterday. That way you can join me live on StreamYard, and it will be just like if we were in a Zoom room where we see each other and hang out and talk. That way I can hear you, and you can voice, and we can work through things, because sometimes it's hard to get it all in a typed or written out verbiage. So you only have 2 tasks for today. Identify your one main anchor and choose 2 linemen to get into motion, all right? And then if you're having trouble figuring out how to motion or anything like that, make sure you do an A, all right? Cannot wait to talk to you guys some more, and stay tuned. If you are not getting, if you're not getting emails from me, like hand raise in the comments, and I will make sure to get your email from you, because I have like some really awesome stuff going on in the inbox. I've got really fun stuff for your inbox. It's really fun. Today is all about overcoming everyone. So make sure you get in on that. A really quick way to let me in and to get those messages from me is to go ahead and grab your Happy Mom hacks. Just grab them. And then you don't ever have to miss any of the awesome, fun announcements and the little fun teachings that we do. So I will talk to you guys soon. Have a fabulous rest of your afternoon, morning. Over here, there's about 20 minutes left for morning. Some of you are already in your Talk to you soon. 4 p.m. Central Standard